Hello and welcome to the first race in our MKDD Time Trials League. Wow. It's
I'm pumped.
really really exciting match too.
New format as well.
Yeah, everything's new about this. So like similar like the previous one, it's gonna be it's not gonna be best of 13, it's gonna be 13 matches played, and then winner gets a certain amount of points after those matches.
Yeah,
and then
one point per win, and then an extra 5 if you have the majority.
Yeah, exactly. And so yeah, I mean today, I mean we're gonna see RasernKoopa against AverageTrey. Really good runners. Trey being right now at 132, and Razer being at like 151, I think. So yeah, I mean really close within each other's like skill level.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because neither of them have, or they've both been in a one-try tournament before, but they've never been in a one-try tournament against each other. So it'll be interesting to see how they do. And with that, I think we can go straight to bans. Trey, being the higher seed, actually picked the first ban of Sherbertland.
Ooh.
With Razern coming out with the Baby Park ban. Oh, and we're going straight to the first track.
Yeah, already. Holy. So I know. Yeah, Trey's been playing this one pretty recently. I think the only problem is the third lap truck that everyone has, right? So
yeah, I'm familiar with that problem as well.
So we're gonna see that. So far though, I mean it's Trey. Ooh, dropping a couple of MTs, hitting the car.
Trey hitting the red car.
Oh, but Razer is getting stuck on the wall there.
Yeah, actually, it looks like he might have come out ahead on that.
Sure. Yeah. No, Trey does definitely have a slight lead here. So, yeah, I mean, 28.6 to 29.
Yeah. Oh, and another car hit by Razer. Oh, man.
They're trying to get all the nerves out right now.
Yeah. We'll have to see, as we were just saying about the third lap truck. You'll notice at the very start of the third lap, there's a truck that is extremely annoying to go on the inside of. I wouldn't even be surprised if one of them just goes on the outside, because I really hate going on the inside of it. It's maybe not that bad of a one-try strat. Oh, it's Trey. Oh, okay, but their paces are slow enough that it doesn't matter, hey!
Yeah, not the 120 pace, so yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I forgot about that. Yeah, the couple bonks just made that truck not really much of a problem. As long as driving like this, he should be able to close it out ahead.
Oh, another car hit for Razern too. Yeah, this is smooth sailing for Trey here as he secures a 122.6 versus a 125.
Yep. Razern just needs to get the nerves out, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, once you hit that like start streaming button, dude, all the nerves just start like rushing in.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how well you're playing before, you know? So, let's see. This will be Razern's pick. We'll have to see what do you think he could pick? I'm trying to think of what tracks he still has. Maybe Mushroom City?
Yeah, Mushroom City wouldn't be that bad.
Oh, he's going for the Wario, yeah.
Yeah, he's opting for Wario.
Another track that he has above Trey.
Yeah. Only a slight lead though, 0.2 difference. And neither of these runners do R-Tech, so there shouldn't be that much like difference in the spiral.
Right, yeah.
Mostly
that could be a huge difference if one of them did R-Tech and the other didn't.
Yeah, what if Trey just pulls out R-Tech right here?
Been practicing specifically for this moment. I don't know. He probably would have gotten a much better PR though and submitted that.
Yeah.
Unless he got it yesterday, I don't think he's doing R-Tech.
No. I hope not. I'd scold him, dude.
Yeah, this track, well, I wonder if they'll both use their shrooms the first lap. Oh, there goes Razern with the shrooms first lap.
He remembered.
Yeah, not a bad idea. If
No,
Trey
no,
falls
no.
off, he loses those shrooms, doesn't get to use them.
Ooh, that was a spooky corner over there.
Yeah. Oh man.
But Trey's actually tied up with him right now,
Yeah,
slightly
after
ahead,
using
even after shrooms.
Mm-hmm.
I think Trey just had a really good start, and the shrooms without Artec don't save like as much as they do
Right.
without it. So,
Little rocky ending there for Trey. Razern might have picked up a little bit ahead, but again, still got the 2 shrooms, so that's an advantage. We'll have to see how they look after Trey uses the shrooms here.
yeah, 0.5 difference so far. Okay. Yeah, look what I'm saying. Like that start right there. Trey's just making up time. But I mean that's not the entire course, so we'll just have to see if he can get some good shrooms here. And yeah,
that's looking actually pretty good.
Yeah, no, you got a really tight exit at the end too. No casual corner, okay.
I'm always worried about that gap right there. I feel
Yeah,
a lot because it's so hard to go tight without just sailing right off.
And
avoiding to fall.
I saw Trey like kind of doing some spooky smooth A-tech here, so let's see. Oh yeah.
Not even close, baby.
Nah, no need to worry.
205.4 to 207.0. All right, well, there you have two points.
Oh man.
You know, I gotta say, I'm trying to think of like what they might pick next, but when you're running 13 courses, like it almost doesn't matter. You play basically every single course almost.
Yeah, you just don't play one, so and the ones that were banned, of course.
Right, excluding the ones that are banned. Ooh, Razern going to DKM, it looks like.
Yeah, I guess Razern's just trying to get all the inconsistent ones out of the way.
Yeah, maybe. He did have the advantage on Wario, so I could see that maybe being his first pick, just trying to get some momentum, maybe a little confidence.
Yeah.
But he does have a slower DKM, only by 0.3 in the 3 lap, but by like 0.5 in the lap, which is pretty significant, so we'll see how this turns out.
You know, Trey was telling me after, since he did like beat me in the on DKM, right? He was telling me that he was considering like improving only like his DKM by like a lot, just so you can at least have that one like really good track.
Oh man,
he's gotta live up to the name, you know.
If we didn't have bans.
Yeah.
Alright, looking like a pretty similar start here.
And Shroom's coming out from Razern. Trey. Nah, Trey's confident, dude. He doesn't need them right now. Oh, very shaky mountain though.
A lot of bumps there. A lot of that's all about just getting very little airtime. Ooh, Trey.
Yeah, Trey tried to do an A-list. He tried to do an A-list mini turbo to like regain his line, and now falling in, losing both of his shrooms. That's why you gotta use them.
Yep.
That's the very reason why.
If they had both fallen, at least Razern would have the shroom advantage. But it doesn't even matter really. I mean, Razern's still looking pretty good here. Getting the second shroom out. Trying to use them at the most optimal spots. Okay. A little bit better of a section for Razern there on the bumps.
Yeah, okay. Trey way better in the mountain as well. He actually didn't get stuck there.
Yeah. Get stuck and falling in does in fact lose you time.
Yeah, who would have thought?
Actually, pretty similar second lap, but I mean.
Yeah, no, after that first lap.
Yeah.
Unless he gets hit by those meteors, as some people like to call them.
Yeah, rocks that fall from the sky, almost like meteors.
Hey, close enough.
Yeah, boulders can definitely be spooky. The cycles are kind of weird enough to where they're really hard to predict.
Yeah.
And Razern picks it up pretty easily.
Takes his first win. Ooh.
Yeah, on the board, 1 point.
Let's
And
get
again,
it.
they're kind of going for points, you know, like if there's a
Mhm.
player that you maybe aren't, or if there's a big skill difference, you can still, you know, scrape some points by getting some tracks in. But ultimately, you do want the +5. It's very important. All right, Trey's pick, taking Razern to Luigi Circuit.
Huh. It makes sense. I mean, Trey, I feel like prefers these the non-squirrely tracks.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing
Yeah.
something like a basic course like LC, you know, might just be good for him.
Yeah, it's a good point. Trey picks, what was it, Mushroom Bridge, Luigi Circuit, and Razern's
Yeah.
picking Wario and DKM.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely
Something's going on
got some
here.
personality in these picks. Yeah. Alrighty, and they're off. Oh, this stream is pretty synced.
Ooh. Yeah, within like 0.1 start.
Yeah, for sure.
So good.
Alright, so one important thing about this track is actually the sand corner that they're on right now. It's really scary to get close to it because the dropped in T or even just not really cornering correctly can send you into the sand. So definitely in a one try you might see them going a little further than they're used to just to play it safe. Pretty similar first lap with 10.1 or a little.
Yeah. And Razern actually pretty close to his PR2.
Yeah.
He could maybe clutch us out. A three-way race.
It is nice seeing ghosts.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd say that.
Yeah, who are you and what did you do to Phoenix?
I do not like ghosts. I don't like using them. But it is nice to see in one try. I like seeing other people use it.
Oh, this is synced up. Oh.
Yeah, but they're still looking pretty neck and neck. Still just being careful about that corner.
Yeah, no. Oh, Razern has a slight, like, 0.2 lead, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe he might be able to make it up in the shrooms here. No.
Oh,
It was kind of wide.
Trey. Yeah. Wow,
Yeah,
still pretty close match within 0.2. Good call,
Woo.
yeah.
Yeah, Trey ended up choking Ray 0.5 at the end there. Like at least in comparison to the second lap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know, and
rough.
that's kind of the thing where Trey did drop an MT at the beginning of his third lap. And, I mean, sometimes it can cost you up to that much, but it seemed like it cost him a lot. It was like pretty spaced out, and I feel like he lost a good amount of speed to it.
Mm-hmm. Well, now we're tied up though. That's kind of crazy. On Trey's pick too.
On to Mario Circuit. You know, a lot of people don't like this track. I kind of like it. You may not believe me because I haven't played it that much.
I don't believe you.
But I like it. I don't know. It just seems like it's got a little bit of everything. It's got like a straightaway. The end's a little squirrely, and I don't like Goomba cycles, but you know, it's a pretty interesting track. I like the shrooms.
I'm gonna have to completely disagree with you here.
Yeah, understandable.
This track's terrible. Should always be banned.
Alrighty, and we're off for Mac. This dude's gonna pull ahead here after this 2-2 tie.
Okay. Oh, very weird corner for Trey.
Yeah.
Usually you want to bonk the rock there, and then you like turn more inside. But
it almost looked like he didn't mean to go into the grass that much, and then like bailed and used the shroom strap.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a good safe option, but
yeah. I mean, it saved him and kept him in the race, but definitely not optimal. And he's, you know, a shroom down at the same pace as Razern right now.
Well, he's behind points, or he's ahead points. Sorry. I think the delay makes it seem a little off, but I think that might be around this room. It could be close. It's definitely still doable. Good Goomba section from both of them. Nobody getting bumps rare.
Yeah.
0.97 to a 0.3. Yeah, so Trey has like a 1.5 second lead maybe, but Razern does have the shroom, so we'll just have to see after this. Yeah, I mean they're tied up right here. Look at that. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh no, but Razern goes into the grass.
No, that's a big time loss. Oh, Trey hitting a little grass there. He's still ahead. Looks like he can close it out pretty safely here.
Yeah, 1 second
by a full
difference
second.
there.
Yep.
That was
looking
basically the.
pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they had like the same third lap, but Razern did have the shroom there, so.
Yeah, I thought maybe he could pull it back with the shroom, especially since Trey's like shroom wasn't optimal. Definitely an interesting line to the shroom spot, but he still clutched it out. I mean,
Yeah.
Even a small mistake like what even happened there? Did you just try to fit an extra MT in? Was that it?
I think so. I think he also dropped it too, so he started going towards like the piranha. Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, yeah, that is definitely a mistake that's hard to recover from. We'll see where Razern takes him. Ooh, Rainbow Road. I don't like this track.
Not many do.
I think I know of one person who loves this track. Everyone else is either so-so or hates it.
Who might that be?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's Friggs.
Yeah, shout out to Friggs.
Shout out to Friggs, yeah. He's a maniac about this track. Loves it.
Absolutely loves it. Oh, was that a really bad start boost from Trey? Like, really weird. But, whatever.
Razern actually got a really interesting angle with the landing and maybe started the MT a little.
Yeah, competing with the staff ghost there. I mean, that says a bit.
Yeah, I mean, he almost sent himself off the side. Oh gosh.
Yeah, I'm scared right now. I'm clenching.
That stresses me out. I'm not even playing it. Okay.
This is the more consistent part of the course.
Both the part where it's not all zippers.
Yeah.
And you can play it pretty safe. I mean, I feel like, you know, with the amount of time both these players have put in to this game, that section isn't too hard. It's a little scary for casual play though, for sure. Rather than adding an extra MT before the zipper as well. And using his shrooms early.
Ooh, both of them actually.
Yep.
That's a first for Trey, so that's good. I guess in certain courses. Though. Yeah, I mean the start of Razern kind of helped Trey out there.
Oh, but Trey.
Oh
gets
no.
A really rough bonk, loses maybe.
Oh, that's gotta be like 2 seconds.
4 seconds, maybe even.
Oh, that's such a big time loss.
Yeah.
I think.
It is Rainbow Road though.
Yeah, I mean Trey could make this up if Razern makes a mistake. I don't think he can catch up by himself though.
Yeah, it'll be very tough to. I mean, he got over a second over him on the opener, so he'd definitely have to, you know, really drive better than Razern both laps just to make it up 2 seconds. That's a lot. Although I guess he already was a second ahead, so maybe it's closer to 2 seconds. Who knows? Trey can do it. To see both shrooms coming out again.
Okay. Yeah, 3 second difference.
Yep. Feels bad.
Yeah. Oh, no, getting stuck again.
Okay, he's alright. You know, it's a little loss in speed, but not a complete stop. Oh, there's the complete stop. No. So yeah, as long as Razern doesn't, you know, fall off the map or make any oh gosh. Into the spiral, and we live.
We live in boys. Oh man.
Oh man. Yeah, if you don't go into the zipper spiral there at the right angle, you will kind of oscillate back and forth, and it is very scary just to keep it together after you started moving.
Especially towards the end when you want to release your MT, sometimes you want to keep it because otherwise you're gonna send yourself off outside the course if you release it.
Right.
And then if you don't release it, then you're still gonna fly away.
All
But
right.
yeah,
Razen takes it.
306 to a 308. Yeah, Trey was looked like he was gonna have it at first.
Yeah, he had a pretty
But
commanding lead, but
but
yeah.
getting stuck those 2 times, almost 3, that definitely put him at a disadvantage.
Yeah, it's important to mention that you are kind of supposed to bonk that corner, and
Right,
it makes you
right.
go a little tighter. So it's actually somewhat common to get stuck there if you go a little too aggressive on trying to bonk.
Yeah, you definitely have to have like a decent angle towards it, and it's not that like, or it's pretty hard to get consistently.
Right. All right. So we're going on to Daisy Cruiser, and that was Trey's pick, right? That was Trey's pick. Going to Daisy Cruiser.
Right.
This is actually a track that he claims to hate, but you know what? I think he secretly loves it because he plays it a lot. And I know he's going to listen to this later and laugh, but it's kind of, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like he's not always playing it, but he's playing it a good bit for claiming to hate it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I getcha. Dairy Cruiser boys, you know what I'm saying? Oh, but Trey getting stuck. No dairy here.
Yeah, looks like Razen's ahead here. It's actually interesting. I just looked at their timesheets, and Razern has the flap, but Trey has the 3-lap over him. Although I gotta say the flap is extremely close. They both have 0.5s, 32.5s, and the 3-lap is 0.2. So really, actually not super big differences.
Oh,
Razern. Oh no.
I was gonna say Trey wasn't even that far behind. He made up more than a he was like 0.4 behind, I think.
Yeah,
but
getting
after that,
there's there as well.
Yeah, after Razern's mistake there, that's gonna put him behind like 3 or maybe 4 seconds.
Yeah, basically flipped of what happened on Rainbow Road.
Yeah.
It's a much shorter track, and it's much harder to make up big time loss like that, you know.
Well, you can miss pool skip. I don't know, man.
That's true. Let's see if Trey.
Okay. no miss pool skip.
Oh, nice.
Actually, Razern opting to not go for pool skip either. I guess after the first time, he kind of got scared for it.
Yeah, and that kind of strat is almost banking on Trey falling in, because you're really just like taking a big time loss, because you know he stopped but he didn't fall in, which would have been faster than Trey falling in, I'd say. Especially since he had this room and could get up to speed quickly right after.
Yeah.
But Trey did not fall in, therefore he wins.
So I mean, that was a 144 to 148. So yeah, I mean, those 4 seconds, 5 seconds for getting stuck in the in the pool skip. Yeah. Kinda messed them up.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people don't like this track for one tries. You can like it on time trials, but you know, in a one try you could always miss that pool skip. And
that's it.
Yeah, and that's basically it, unless you both miss pool skip.
Yeah.
So let's see where Razern decides to take Trey. Looks like it's gonna be Dino Jungle.
Ooh. Look at these squirrely tracks, I'm telling you. That's his game plan. He's already gone through half of Special Cup, and then this is gonna be the 3rd one.
Yeah.
And DKM too, so
maybe his next pick will be Bowser's, I don't know.
Yeah, Bowser's or Waluigi maybe. And you know, of course, Trey and Razern now are 4-3. So, you know, they just keep going back and forth. Like, it's never no one's ever like held the lead for more than 2 games, so
yeah,
this is still pretty close. Like, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, this is actually I'd say a pretty I don't know, it seems like a common outcome between players that are similar skill level, but it's definitely going to be interesting when they get down to that last race. You know, if they reach 6-6, like the person who wins the next one gets +5 points for the regular season.
That's pretty scary.
Trey getting a bonk. but doesn't fall off the ridge. That's nice.
Yeah, he's still living. I think there's tied to. I don't think the sync was off, right? 36.5. Wow, actually,
just a little.
yeah, Trade's taking a 25 lead even after getting hit there. Must be a pretty good opener for him.
Yeah, and they did both use their shrooms in the first lap, which is, you know, always pretty smart. Especially on a track like this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Trey dropping the MT at the bottom of the shroom, which actually loses you more time than you think. Normally dropped MTs, you know, lose you like 0.1, 2.2. But,
yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, no.
Oh,
That's cost more than a 0.1.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Forget the dropped MT.
Yeah. I think this is the thing to talk about.
Yeah, no.
Those guys are starting a cycle, but I mean, you usually go like on the side of them. Oh, and Razern falling off,
which is a bigger time loss than hitting the
yeah.
guys are even.
Proving to us that, you know, maybe it's never over. It's never over.
Oh, but Trey hits the dinosaur and flies off. He bonked the left fence and it just sent him right. We'll have to see.
It's never over.
Pull this out. Oh, but it looks like Trey's ahead by a bit.
Yeah, unless the geyser has anything to say about it. No, it doesn't.
Oh no. Yep. Wow. Well, that was an interesting race. This is what happens on these scrolly tracks.
Yeah. Spaghetti everywhere. It's being thrown around the room, in the caves.
Yeah.
But
is that
yeah,
wait, is that PR difference accurate? He has like 1.3 difference on him. Yeah, I guess Trey was oh yeah. Trey actually was quite a bit ahead on that track. As far as PRs go.
Yeah, Razern was definitely banking on a huge mistake from Trey. I mean, and it did happen.
It did happen.
Just he matched or Razern matched the same mistake, so.
Yeah. Oh, there it is, Waluigi.
Ooh,
you were right.
Told ya.
You called it. Interesting. I wonder if he's kind of going for the strat, you know, you pick risky tracks when you're behind, but he's not that far behind in rankings. You know, he has shown that he can just, you know, beat him just with his driving, but I don't know, maybe he is banking on the big mistakes from Trey, which honestly Trey has made, but, you know, Razern's got to not make them as well. I guess the Rainbow Road paid off for him, so.
I mean, yeah, he's got 3 points on there, so
yeah.
It's definitely worked for him so far. But maybe not to the point that he wants. So we'll just have to see in the next picks. And since I don't think there's gonna be any more squirrely tracks left.
Yeah, there's maybe Bowser if you consider that, but honestly, that's not. There's not like a bunch of bumps. It's just interesting cycles. So for any of you who are curious and are familiar with the shortcut on this track, it is actually banned for the tournament. So you will not be seeing that from either of them, and if you do, they get DQ'd, so...
Yeah, same for the Bowser's one, but that one's a more recent
yeah.
fine.
And
same
that one saved quite a bit more time.
Yeah, just over like a minute, you know.
Yeah.
Nothing special.
Alright, yeah. So Trey's gotten rid of both of his shrooms in these first 2 laps. Razern still has 1, which, you know, can account for the difference in time here. I want to say it's kind of close. I'm not too familiar with how. Ooh, but a very bad bump section. Oh, I'm getting more air around the corner.
Well, if it was close before, now it's definitely in Razern's lead.
Yeah. Looking about the same, but he still has the shroom.
Yes, with that.
As well.
Oh no, you don't want to go on that ramp. Although the staff ghost does it, you know. Not the smartest thing to do.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Razern's looking ahead here. Definitely a very rocky second lap from Trey. Really, only way I see Trey getting back into this is if Razern fails this jump at the end, which he gets by. Definitely not
barely
optimally,
by.
But makes it.
Oh, 145.2 or 0.6.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, that was definitely right there, the first ramp, like, kind of cost Trey the win. If he had gone on the right side of that one, he could have definitely made that one up.
Yeah,
But
he could have stayed in it.
but that's not the case. Now we're going to game 10 already.
Oh, yeah. Going from my least favorite track to my most favorite track. Yoshi Circuit, everybody! Woohoo!
Woo!
Woo! So
All
I
right.
don't think either of them. No, neither of them do the shroomless skip for their non-shroom lap here. So they'll just be going around.
Yeah, no gentlemen's here.
Yeah. Unless they both just want a gentleman on a skip that they don't know how to do. That'd be interesting as well.
Both go for tunnel strat.
Yeah,
That'd be a sight to see.
Yeah, there is a tunnel under the map on this track that actually loses you time, and it's not fun to go for. But
Nah.
especially, it's pretty risky. Like, it's kind of hard to make it into. There's just a lot of things weird with that.
Yeah, you definitely have to practice it beforehand in order to get it.
Yeah.
And it's right here on the left side. You can just jump off. There's a small ramp, and it takes you to a tunnel, and you exit outside right here on the right side.
Ooh, dropped him T from Trey. They were looking pretty close. Razen was just slightly easier, I'd say. We'll have to see what the difference is with this first lap finishing 37.0 to 36.9. Oh, Trey
yeah,
making up, actually.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
And very awkward shroom from Razern. Still making it across with no bumps. So I mean that's pretty good. Now this section here is pretty much the hardest part, I'd say, from the lap. It's kind of weird making that corner.
Oh man, Razern's gone a little wide after that corner twice now. I think Trey's been saving time on that section.
Ooh, but not enough. Yeah, I mean Razern's still making up time everywhere else though.
Trey did drop T's. Oh, not the best room from Trey.
No.
Trey will have to drive very well to get back into this race. Looks like Razern's quite a bit now.
Yeah, unless something happens here with the Prada plant. No.
Trey getting grass. Oh, Razen catching extra grass.
Yeah.
Trey's getting a cleaner last corner, but I still think Razen's taking it with the 147.0.
Yeah, 0.3 difference. Oh man.
Still pretty close. He saved it. He almost lost it, but he kept it together.
And now we're back.
Another point.
Now we're back to being tied, boys.
Oh man, this could go 6-6. Oh,
that's pretty scary.
Yeah.
I'm shaking
that was a close one
socks.
Too.
Yeah, no, 0.3 is nothing to shake a stick at, as they say.
As Trey likes to say. I don't really hear many other people say that.
All right, listen. I try to say these things every now and then. All right.
No, I like that phrase. Oh, dry. We'll have to. Razern was playing this the other day and actually did get a PR that I don't know if it made the submission.
I think it did, but I think Trey still has.
Oh yeah, Trey's still much further ahead actually.
Yeah, I remember.
1 to a 132.9.
Yeah, I remember Trey had grinded this track pretty early on, so hopefully his skills remained in this course so far.
Yeah, it can always depend on how long it's been since they've played the track, because you can be really good at a track and still be rusty on it, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Gosh, interesting A-tech from Trey, kind of had him winding back and forth.
Yeah, it looked like he was gonna go for the non-shroom lap.
Yeah, I think he just kind of mistimed or misspaced his A-tech at the first corner there, and it sent him wide, and he was just trying to get back on his line.
Oh, yeah. Almost getting stuck on the pillar there. Not the pillar section that you're like thinking that when we're saying that you're gonna get stuck on, but hey, he didn't, so it's all that matters.
Oh, you're going on the outside of that pokey.
Oh,
right. Oh, but Razen hits the pillar, yeah.
Those are the pillars that I was talking about.
Yeah, those pillars are actually, it's
They're so
hard
deadly.
to, yeah, you try, especially the last one, because the last one is the one that really counts to get close to. But Trey is quite a bit in the lead here. We'll have to see how this dune section can be hard to enter, or the sandpit section can be hard to enter from. Okay, that clears it fine. They both do. Trey's looking ahead here.
Yeah, no pillars here. Oh, this is the sketchiest dune section from Trey.
Still staying ahead though.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think Razern actually could have taken that without that pillar hit. Cost
Yeah,
him
I
a
would've.
lot of time, or at least would
Yeah,
have been closer.
that would have been pretty close if he hadn't like done that detrimental mistake.
Mm-hmm. So now we're
Well,
at
now
6-5.
yeah,
Game
Trey on
point.
his match point.
Mm-hmm. So what do we
Uh,
have left? Mushroom City?
Mushroom City, Peach Beach, and Baby Park.
Baby Park was banned from Razern.
Oh, it was banned.
Baby Park and SL were banned. Did we even say the bans?
I don't think we did. Well,
Well,
those were the bands.
Razern banned Baby Park and Trey banned Sherbetland.
Oh, Bowser's Castle.
Oh, right, there it is. Okay.
And yeah, that's the one that Razern's gonna go for actually.
Yeah. All right. This is always interesting in one tries because, you know, maybe you're not always on your PR pace in one try, so you don't necessarily know the cycles well. And this is a very cycle heavy track. There's so many things that are on a cycle that can
Yeah.
mess you up. Any one of them can just, you know, destroy you. So we'll have to see how this one goes. But yeah, if Trey takes this, we'll be taking home the bacon. That sweet +5, sizzling +5.
Whew.
And they're off. Actually, both didn't look like a terrible bridge.
No, they had a decent bridge. So yeah, like Phoenix was saying, everything's in a cycle here. So those fireballs. Oh
Razern
no!
actually fallen into the lava there, losing both of his shrooms. Oh, this is not looking
That's
good for Razern. Oh, and hitting the fireball right after, just to add insult to injury. Oh
that
man.
is not on a cycle. That is not planned.
Yeah, that's really got to be crushing because he knows that this is his last chance to get back in.
Yeah, and in this scenario, like unlike the previous tournament, they couldn't see that what pace they were on for each other's. But now Trey can look, and he has time in the ramp to look and see where Razern is at.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
knowing that,
Yeah, it's
I
a good thing
think-
to point out.
I think Trey could just play safe here and not have to worry about it.
That's kind of
Um,
interesting. I've never really thought about that, but there are some tracks where you got time to glance at the screen, just
Oh yeah.
see
No,
where they
especially in Rainbow Road. Rainbow Road, you can just have like those 5 seconds of just, oh, is he ahead? Is he not?
Right, the elevator. GKM would be another.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even on the straights, you can kind of do it. It depends on how comfortable you are with it, though.
Yeah, no, I would not do that. You're crazy.
Nah, dude, I've been on like dry like record pace and just like glance around on the left side of the screen, like, oh, okay, what's going on in chat?
I gotta say, I've done that too out of habit, and I
Yeah.
I don't like doing it. Or like, oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, Razern is still quite a bit behind as you'd expect. Unfortunately, Trey's, he basically knows he's got it, most likely, assuming he looked at the screen, and
Mhm.
as long as he, doesn't fall in, doesn't make any major mistakes. Honestly, he probably could fall in and still stay ahead, though.
Yeah, no, he's behind enough where one fall in is like 5
Yeah.
seconds or so, 5, 4, and he's like 7 seconds ahead, maybe more.
And I mean, getting to use at least one shroom. There goes the second shroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
225
just, like, quite a bit there.
taking it from Razern.
So, even though Trey has taken the best of 13, we actually do go another match. We play 13 matches, so this last match will actually be basically the fight, Razern's fight for the point. It's just a fight for that point. Trey's basically already secured his +5,
Mhm.
which is sad for Razern. But yeah, we'll have to see if Razen can take it. What tracks we were saying was left? Peach Beach and
It was a
Mushroom City.
Flower Cup, or yeah, Mushroom City. There you go. Close enough. Flower Cup, right?
Yeah. Razen's going for Peach Beach. Ooh, another good track.
Wow, are you trying to say that Mushroom City isn't?
I actually like Mushroom City. I just haven't played enough.
Yeah.
I enjoy
Same.
it. The PRs are pretty similar here. Oh, actually, Razern does have a slightly better 3-lap, but Trey's got the flap. So,
Ooh.
again, just pretty close. We'll have to see how this turns out. It almost looks like they both kind of got the 109 and stopped playing the track for a little bit, so. This will be interesting. The first corner here is actually quite difficult on this track. The first is barely a corner, more like the first turn. But it's similar to Luigi circuits in that you don't want to, it's very easy to go into the grass or, play it safe and go wide, which loses you time, but it's safer, so.
Yeah, I mean, there's always, those mini transactions that you can do.
It's micro, man.
Oh, sorry,
micro.
My bad. I'm misquoting. I'm sorry.
Razen got a much better opener though. Oh, Trey dropping an MT.
Yeah, Trey's flooding these MTs here.
Wide, actually, yeah.
I think he can still catch up though.
Yeah, although it is difficult. Yeah, this being
especially
the shortest track in the game.
Yeah, no, this track is. Oh,
what?
Oh, what is that shroom? Oh
Wait,
man,
what even happened? What the?
He went into the palm tree.
And it shot him upwards somehow. Trey is now way ahead. Oh, that's unfortunate. I've never seen that. I've seen them come to a full stop. I've never seen them fly. What the heck?
I was gonna say he was going for a shortcut there.
Yeah, he was trying to hop over the corner. Okay, well there you have it. Trey takes it and gets that extra point.
Yeah, 8-5. I guess that's definitely what Trey wanted. Hey, at least Razern took a couple points away from that. It wasn't all for naught.
Yeah, no. Razern still gets 5 points in, which is always good. And Trey is definitely probably feeling pretty good about his total 13 points. So I think we're ready to bring the players in for interview. Hello.
Hey.
What's poppin'?
What's poppin'?
So.
I just want to say I've
ahead.
never seen that much air on Peach Beach in my life.
We were just talking about that.
Wait, what happened?
So I looked at Trey's screen, and then I look back, and Razern's like 15 feet in the air, and I'm like, wait, what happened? What he did a moon bounce. So
I mean, that describes how I felt. Some of these courses went. I'm on PB pace for 2 laps, and then I make a massive mistake out of nowhere.
Yeah, it happened.
That felt like the entire match for me.
Yeah, man.
Right. So I'm sure you guys mentioned beforehand that there were some nerves going into this. I mean, having a pretty solid first 2 laps. I mean, that 3rd lap has just got to be like really nerve-wracking, huh?
Oh yeah.
It definitely helped me. I decided this time to not use a ghosting repair against. That way, if I am gonna get paced, I don't like choke from like the double pressure situation.
Right. It's pretty nice not using ghost, right?
I was pretty nervous the whole time, by the way. I was super nervous the whole race.
Right.
Oh yeah. No, especially with how close the score was. I mean, up until I think it was tied up until game 11. So I mean, it was pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
When it was 5-5, that definitely was a pivotal map.
Right.
And what was that? What was race 11? Dry?
Was it dry?
I think it might have been dry. Yeah.
I hit the pillar and was just so devastated.
Right. Yeah, and then you went into BC. That was kind of
that start.
Yeah.
That start was just. I know it's my fault, but I feel a little robbed.
Yeah,
did you
no,
like-
no,
did you like-
it
I
definitely
bonked
feels
and
bad.
there's nothing you can do. You're just going in the lava.
Yeah. I was
Oh,
upset that you got hit by the fireball right after, because like it's not like the cycles, and those cycles are so hard to predict anyway. That was just kind of an insult.
Well,
to
that's
everyone.
my fault for missing the drop boost, but whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
It,
But
still
Razen,
a
I
good
actually wanted to
match.
ask you about your picks, because we kind of started seeing a theme. Trey was picking, more, for lack of a better word, normal tracks like Luigi Circuit, Mushroom Bridge. You seem to be going for more tracks where big time loss is like more common, like DKM. Your first pick.
Oh, by the
was
way,
Wario, I
you
think.
mind gave me picking DKM. I was like, wait, he's picking DKM against me?
Yeah.
And then I freaked out. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I
Glad
freaked
it
out,
got in your
fellas.
head.
The
Yeah.
baseball kid. That's the baseball kid.
Yeah.
There really wasn't too much reason behind it. I just felt that I was driving well, so I was going to be able to make most of those high risk, high reward kind of cuts.
Mhm.
It felt like at the time, the nerves weren't there yet. That kind of backfired when I was basically forced to go all in on map 12 with Bowser Castle.
Right. And Trey, you were saying that he kind of got in your head with the pick. Did he get even more in your head when he beat you on it, or were you just not really worried about it? Having,
That was like sort
this
of
fall
a
in?
wake up call to me for sure.
Okay.
There
Yeah.
were
I mean,
some
did it affect
tracks-
you like going forward though for the other tracks at all, or?
After a few tracks, I kind of brushed it off,
Yeah. Okay.
There were some tracks I felt like I was just dropping MTs constantly and like thinking to myself, okay, like do the motions, don't mess the stuff continuously.
Right. Right.
And it was like, the nerves combined with, trying to tell myself to stop dropping these MTs. It was a lot to handle.
Yeah, we did notice that there were.
Especially on Yoshi.
fair
I could
amount.
not stop dropping MTs on Yoshi. I don't know what was going on.
I think it
I
was your
think-
second lap. I noticed there were a lot.
I think it was like knowing you were watching. I was like, oh, Phoenix is going to be judging me.
Oh no, I was just happy it got picked
There you go. Yeah. See,
and not
good for you.
banned.
Yeah, should have banned it from the start.
Oh, I banned SL because Razern has like a 0.5 or more better PD than me on that.
I've been grinding that track, and
That
I
is my
could tell
worst
that was
track.
very targeted. Good choice.
And I can tell you've been doing your research because the BP ban was good as well.
Yeah, that was one of the things actually I noticed is you guys definitely looked at each other's timesheets for those bans. I was like, oh, Razen's gonna pick Sherbertland first, and I was like, Trey's probably gonna ban it, and yeah,
Mhm.
so good bans.
Thank you.
Good match, Trey.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was a blast. Actually playing someone I could feasibly beat. Not that I couldn't beat Emo, but
Because the last tournament you were in, you were against really tough opponents. So
yeah, it was rough, man. Toast Rider.
Yeah.
Whew. You
Yeah.
swept me.
Yeah.
Shout out to Toast.
Yeah, we were actually saying that because you guys had never faced each other before. You guys have both been in one try tourneys, but I mean, going into it, did that just make you guys more comfortable in general, or maybe
I was
less
more nervous
comfortable?
from it.
Okay, yeah.
'Cause there was that expectation that like I have to try to win this really,
Right.
and not just like I'm probably gonna lose like the other ones.
I have
I
the
understand
opposite
that.
problem. I have no risk because I'm low man on the totem pole in this league. So
Mhm.
it's fun to be able to compete against better players.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
we're
I
both
mean,
pretty low.
yeah. Well, I was gonna say last tourney you got some games on Arc, and
Mhm.
this tourney it actually helps you out getting points on Trey. You got 5 points in this match. That's pretty solid. Like
Solid, dude.
Yeah, it's a great start.
Thank you.
So if you guys don't have any other comments, I think we're ready to close this out soon.
We're
All
good.
right. I think that'll
Alright.
be it for me.
Well, thanks for racing, guys. That was really fun to commentate. Again, thanks for GSA for hosting this. And tomorrow we're gonna have a bunch of races. Actually, there's gonna be some Super Mario Odyssey, SM64, Celeste, and Double Dash as well.
Ooh. Who's playing?
I mean, since you're asking, Goomba,
Who's that?
some random, and then of
Okay.
course our obvious winner here, Phoenix spelled correctly.
Oh, I know that guy.
The true
play well.
champion.
Hey, he's never beaten me in a one-try tourney. Just gonna put that out there.
Oh,
And
we don't
ignore
know
the
what's
fact
gonna
that I've
happen.
never played him in a one-try tourney, but yeah, it should
Yeah.
be fun though. I'm excited.
yeah, that's gonna be your first tournament match, huh?
Yeah, that'll be like my GSA debut, I guess, playing at least.
Ooh.
Hype.
All right, anyway, enough about me. That'll be all for today. Thank you everyone for watching. We're gonna call it there. See you tomorrow.
Later, folks.
Take care.
Bye bye.